Talking about fear. I think fear is basically a real problem in our society today. People try and push fear to the backs of their minds and pretend that it's not there. But as much as you try and ignore it, it's there. So here's a little something about the beast of fear. And I'm really happy for this one. Last night, I climbed a mountain. To the peak, I did ascend. Huffing and puffing, I trudged around the twists and bends. Now, this might sound quite simple to you. Climbing a mountain? Really? You silly soul, don't exaggerate. It was probably just a steep hill, a cheap thrill, a way to claim a simple feat. But in fact, this was quite the mountain, unlike any you've ever seen. Unlike any mountain you've ever seen, I assure you that it was mean. When I say that the mountain was mean, you may think that I'm only personifying things in order to get a point across, but no, I assure you, my reasoning is reasonable, for it is not the mountain of which I speak that had a mean streak, but the protector of it, the beast of which I speak. A beastly creature of no earthly likes that descended down from the heavenly skies. It was a sight for sore eyes, could make the dead rise, all the while resembling just a trembling little blur. It was hard to tell if it was an illusion, a disillusion, a ghost, or a ghoul. All I knew was that it was coming for me, trying to call me a fool. This creature circled round and round my dizzy head, each time around making eye contact with me and saying, "Silly girl, go back to bed. You will never climb this mountain. You will never make it to the top, not as long as I exist. For you do not deserve to know what lies at the top of the mountain." Oh, a feeling of dismay, a lump in my throat, a break of disarray. The silly words of this still sillier creature washed over me like a tidal wave, pulling me under, constricting me with all its might and all its might and its delusional right to tell me where I can and can't plant my feet, where I can and can't sow my seed. But it was then that I realized what I had to do. Why had I not thought of it before? So simple, mindless, natural, and pure, no negative intentions, only true admissions into the depths of the law of attraction. See, you can't fight fire with fire, but you can certainly watch it burn out with patience and observance. But the fire is persistent as it starts to dwindle. It will smoke in your eyes and burn your nostrils, screaming, feed me, or I will die." But you must stand still and firm in the pursuit of your cry of wisdom and truth in the ever-expanding universe, for these are the enemies of the beast. So in this whirl of spiraling thoughts, I managed to plant my hands and feet. I looked at the beast, and I told it quite calmly that I accepted and I acknowledged it, but I would not follow its path. I would not walk in its shoes, and I would certainly not submit to its bullying wrath. For a moment, there was confusion, a spark of disbelief, but this was only temporary, only very brief. For the creature, he began to sway and wiggle back and forth until he couldn't take it anymore. He let out a most piercing cry, a startling but somehow surrendering sigh. And suddenly, I found myself at the top of the mountain in a high peak, a high streak, a permanent breath in and out. And from my being to yours. So rejoice, we have so much to live for. Our existence is persistent and every soul is free to be as he wishes to be. Congratulations, you have acquired the key to see as you truly desire to be. The creature is conquered. Fellow humans, rest assured that the fiery light is near. Rest assured, and with great ease, for we have conquered the beast of fear.